Hello, everyone, and welcome to the session one of the Reference 360 Enablement series. I'm Neelima, Product Manager with the Reference 360 team, and I'll be taking you through all of these sessions in the Enablement series videos. So people who have already gone through the agenda, which is a PowerPoint slide shared along with these videos, they would know that we have broken down these enablement series into various sessions, which are we try to logically group together various topics so that the learner, right, they can view these videos at their own pace, their own convenience. These videos would be available on InfaEdge, and you can just, view this video and stop it and then come back and replay it again. Or maybe you want to skip a certain portion because you're already aware of that particular topic. You can skip that and move on to the next session, right? So that was, and in that agendas, PowerPoint slides, I have shared, different topics that we will be covering through in each and every sessions of this Reference 360 enablement series, right? So I just wanted to cover that again. Now coming back to our session one. Okay, so the agenda for session one is we want to start with the basics of defining what is reference data, why managing reference data is critical for organizations, and why they should invest their time in managing reference data. A short introduction to our Reference 360 solution. And I would, in the end, like to talk about a common use case for reference data that enterprise may have, and then would end our session. And that would be the end of our session one. Okay. So let's talk about what is reference data. So if you were to, broadly categorize the key business data in your enterprise, you would find that they can be categorized into four categories. The first one can be transactional data that might come from your applications or operational data source. The second one can be your master data that provides consistent definition of business entities across your multiple IT systems. The third one can be metadata that describes the structure of an entity. And the last one, or the fourth one, can be your reference data. Now, reference data is commonly, in your enterprise, it can be called as your lookup values, your code list values, drop down values, or enumerations values. These things, I mean, these values, right, is basically what reference data is. Who creates it? It can be created by data governance, business owners, or external agencies can create this reference data. A few other attributes of reference data, it can be a flat code list or a hierarchical. It can be public in nature, like your country codes or state code, or private in nature, specific to your enterprise, like your cost centers or your employee codes. It can have multiple versions and cardinality to it. Also, reference data is fairly static in nature, and that's why I would say organizations have made a mistake to manage their reference data using Excel sheets. Where exactly is reference data used? So enterprise application, right, they use this reference data to classify and categorize your product or your customer data, or maybe, supplier information or your location data. It can be also used again as a drop-down or code values in your CRMs or your ERP applications. So almost any data in enterprise, right, can be called as reference data. Now, if I had to say so what would be the difference between reference data and master data? So data which is authored more or referred to more than master data is known as reference data. It can also be classified, based on various domains like geography, industry, or finance. So that's what reference data is for you. Now, reference data in an enterprise, right? It can impact your compliance reporting, your data quality. If it is accurate, it can improve your business intelligence, your productivity of your whole system, and also sales and marketing. And we'll come to that later, like how it impacts. But again, these things, right, it in turn influence your operational efficiency, your values, or data in your enterprise apps, how accurate they are. And these things in turn lead to, if they are managed properly, lead to better customer experience. And also, it helps you with your compliance reporting. So this is what reference data is, in an enterprise. This is what reference data um, will be in any organization or any enterprise. Okay. A fun fact for everyone here. So it's estimated that anywhere between 20 to 50% of the tables in a database houses reference data. So that's quite a big number out there. Okay. So coming on to why exactly is it important, or why govern the reference data, or why you should manage your reference data? So it helps in data quality. Now, if reference data are not managed properly, it will result in inaccurate data, unreliable mastering. Transactions could fail because of incorrect values, and then leads to failed data governance. If reference data is not managed properly, it can also result in incorrect compliance reporting, like risk reporting with BCBS 239, or examples can be data interchange requirements between HL7 to EDI, or external publishing requirements like ICD EDI. It would result in inaccurate financial reportings, and also security and entitlement issues can arise because of inaccurate or incorrect reference data. Also, one of the major use cases of why reference data should be managed is reporting. It can be your internal reporting for your organization's own efficiency or improvements in your organization, or it can be also in external reporting, like for compliance reporting, generating your financial reports or sales reporting, right? So it can result in inaccurate reporting or inconsistent reporting. Also operational, it can result in operational overhead. It adds a lot of inefficiency to overall organizational productivity, because of maybe additional QA effort, or manual effort, failure in data transformation. And these all things can again lead to poor customer experience, which can lead to losses for an organization. So that's why managing or governing reference data is of utmost importance, or else companies can face with these kind of issues or challenges. All right, so that's why we all should manage our reference data. Okay, so coming on to our Reference 360 solution, which is a cloud solution. So most of the organizations, right, or all of them basically, are increasingly looking to take advantage of the cloud capabilities, which can be enterprise scalability, rapid time to value, and getting automatic upgrades when there is an enhancements or features that come up. So organizations should strive to kind of provide a solution which meets all of these criteria. So build on Informatica Intelligent Data Platform, Reference 360 is a fully cloud-enabled 360 solution that is very easy to set up. It provides a complete lifecycle management of your reference data. Also, Reference 360, it's the first SaaS reference data management solution built on the microservices architecture, and it combines the proven capabilities of Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services. And also, right, I mean, along with Reference 360, Informatica also have this other products like Customer 360, Finance 360, and because Reference 360 is hosted on Informatica Cloud, right? You can leverage not just manage your reference data, but also additional services such as your data integration, your data quality, and data governance, which are available along with Reference 360 on cloud itself. Also, because Reference 360 again is hosted on cloud and uses Informatica intelligent cloud services, it makes it easy to integrate with various enterprises as well as cloud applications. Reference 360 also provides REST APIs, making it easy to consume reference data from disparate technology platforms. So Reference 360, it's available in a subscription model, which offers a low cost ownership and a quicker time to value. So you can just provision reference data management system without kind of worrying about your hardware and software procurement and your setup. Just need a browser and a login, and you can log in as a business user and start managing your reference data using Reference 360 solution provided by Informatica. Okay. Okay, so that was about Reference 360 solution that we are providing. I just wanted to cover a typical use case of reference data before we end this session and start our sessions wherein we actually go into the application and start, talking more about the features and how do we manage reference data into Reference. Okay, so let's cover a simple use case here. So enterprises, right? The biggest obstacles that they face is reference data. It comes from different applications, and it can have different code sets for the same thing. So if you look closely here, the list A, list B, and list C, right? For the same United States of America, there are 3 different kind of code lists there. And there is no way to find out which one is correct or which one should be used in an enterprise. So Reference 360 provides you a platform wherein you can manage all of these mappings at a single place. You can create one standard without changing or overhauling all your systems. You can remove redundancy and kind of define a standard which can be used across your enterprise. You can define that, okay, this is the enterprise list that would be used in my enterprise applications, in various different other applications. And also it improves operational efficiencies when you standardize all these values. So this is just a simple use case of reference data. But as things, I mean, when heavily regulated industries, when we talk about them, such as financial services or healthcare, when they provide inaccurate reports to regulators, right, they can be subject to heavy fines and reputational damage. And also poor quality data can cause major issues in downstream applications also. You can, get incorrect values there. So as they synchronize values and manage change across the enterprise organizations, right, they face these challenges of managing multiple codes and their mappings, data integrations, like, most organizations, they might use different codes as I just showed you an example, or also inconsistent enterprise-wide representation of a single value or a code, right? So to manage all these things, Reference 360, it provides or empowers the business user to provide a self-service reference data management tool. So you can kind of, manage all your reference data end to end using Reference 360. So that was about the use case that I had. And with this, we come to an end for our session 1. If you have any questions, feel free to send out a mail to me or my colleague Rod, and we would love to help you out. In the upcoming sessions, we'll be getting more into the application, and I'll be showing you more on the features that we have and how do you actually manage your reference data using Reference 360. Okay, so that's all I had to share. Thank you.